Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to build a district or a world or setting inside World Builder. To do this, I'll recreate parts of the Solarian Conflict setting that we use when we're playing our What's Old is New playtest. Here you can see I'm just scrolling through some of the pages so you can see the types of things we're going to recreate inside of World Builder today. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get going by clicking the little plus sign to create a new district and giving it a name. World Builder districts do have to be unique across the entire application, so my districts and your districts cannot share a name. You've also got an option here when you see, as I get to privacy, you'll see that there's a public option. This is not available in most areas of the City of Brass, but a district set to public is visible to people that do not have an active City of Brass account. I'll also give it a short description and a full description as I begin to build out the page. Then I'll pick an image for it so that just to give it a nice look on the final product. And with that all done, I'll save it, and you can see we've got it started here. Going back to the original, you can see this image in the body of the page here. And this provides quick links, the same ones that are on the left side, but I just liked the look of it in the text, in the body there. So we'll go ahead and recreate that in our demo page. And we'll do that by going into our image library and finding each of the images that we want and then just dropping them into the page. Now I'll come back later and create links to these, but we haven't created the pages yet that they're going to link to. So for now I'm just going to drop them all in and get them set up. Don't be alarmed as we put in some of these that they don't appear to line up nicely. Once we get out of the working area here, you'll see that they line up perfectly. Alright, so I'll throw in the rest of them pretty quick here and then show you what it's going to look like on the finished page. And here we have it. The next thing we're going to do is set up our districts menu. This is the left options that people can use to navigate through the world. In this case, we're going to create 5 menu pages, and the first thing to do is create each of those pages. So that's what you're watching right here, is I'm simply creating the 5 pages that I will then use for my menu. These pages are going to be called Story, About, Earth, Space, and Life. Once I've got them all created, I will go through and create the menu links to them. So with the pages created, we're ready to create the actual links themselves. And to do that, we go into the menu item or the menu builder. And then there's just a simple wizard here. We'll give the menu a name. We'll choose the page from the link wizard and we will save it. You might notice as you watch this that we could specify any link. You could type in a freeform link. You don't have to use the link builder. You could link to something outside of the City of Brass. You can link anywhere you want. The link builder is there to help you link to the pages that you've created inside the City of Brass. With the links all created, the last thing we're going to do is go into each of these pages and indicate which of the menu items we want to be shaded in light gray when you're viewing this page. So by specifying the menu item, I can determine or I can control whether home or story or about shows up shaded in light gray when people view this page. The other thing it will do is when I add child records to this page later on, it will default those child records to the menu item that I choose. Now I might actually want child records to light up different menu items, in which case I'll simply change the default option that is provided for me. Let's go ahead and create one of the pages now. We'll do this story page first. And you should, if you've been following along with these videos, you'll be familiar with these screens that you're seeing. Every page has page sections, it has features, you can put images into it. In this case I'm going to use a couple of page sections, just text page sections, to specify some of the history of the world so that my players can come read it. You can see it here. I want a picture on this page, so I'm going to choose a banner. I don't want a small picture, I want it to cover the full top. So rather than use the image picker, I'm going to directly embed the image into my page. And you'll see that'll give us a nice banner at the top of the page. So you can do a lot with these pages to format them how you want and to get them set up how you want. Once I've got all of the text that I want included here, then I will go back to the home page and I'll create a link to this page for the banner that is sitting on our home page there. One of the great features of World Builder and the City of Brass is that you can interrelate records to create links and make relationships without having to do that manually. So by clicking on the space page and clicking the plus, I create a child record to that record. And then you'll see that the menu item and the parent are both specified for me already. I can change them, but they're set up by default. So I'll also give it a name and a short description, and that's the beginning of a page for us. We'll go in and add some features. So in this case, I'm going to specify things like what type of star, what the name of the star is, things that are applicable to a sci-fi setting. But you can use features for anything you want. They show up at the very top of your page with the label bolded and the text not bolded. I'll also show you a little later some other special features that you can add, such as adding child records, and we'll create links to those children, or adding tags and accessing things via a tag. But we'll see that in a couple of minutes. The last thing I'll do here is give it some more text for the description and choose an image for it from my image page. We've got our solar system page created, but it's not easily accessible right now. We want it to be accessible off of the space page, so to do that we'll go back and edit the space page and add a special type of section to that page that will cause all the child records to show up. So we simply go into the edit mode, pick sections, and then choose child. I'm not going to give it a header. There are a couple of different formats for this. I want to use blocks. I'll save that change, and then when we go view the page, you'll see that solar system shows up as an option there. And now we can easily get to our solar system page. Let's go ahead and add some child records to the solar system. I'm not going to add all the planets, but I'll add a couple of them so that you can see how it works. And I'll also change the record for Earth to be a child of the solar system. Make note of the tag here. I'm going to use that later on to access some of this content automatically. So with Jupiter added, the next thing I'll do is pick an image, and we have some images of planets available in our stock library. So I'll just go pick Jupiter from those images in our stock library. We'll probably call that enough for Jupiter, and then I'll jump over to the Earth page and do a little bit on Earth, and then show you how to grab those and create some automatic links. So here what we're going to do is change the parent to solar system. Now you might note that the solar system pages cause the space option on the left menu to highlight. The Earth page will continue to cause Earth to highlight, since that's what we've specified as the menu item for it. Now when we go back to the solar system page, we'll add a feature, and we're going to use this tag option here, and we'll call this planets, and then we'll specify the tag that I've been given these planets and indicate the record type, and then that will cause a link to appear on our solar system page to each of those individual planets. The last thing I'll do here is add a record for Mercury, another one of our planets. And I'm going to give it the tag that we've been using and show you that as I can add as many planets as I want, and if I give them that same tag, the links to them will automatically be created without you needing to do anything. That's one of the key features of the City of Brass, that interlinking that will help you manage your worlds or your adventures or your characters or whatever. Last thing I'm going to do is work on the Earth page just a little bit. I'll give it a picture and I'll put in some text, and you can watch that as it happens here. So what we've seen today is really just the beginnings of how you can work with World Builder to create comprehensive and complicated districts or worlds and interlink them easily. The tag system, the parent-child records, these will all allow you to quickly and easily manage a ever-growing world. And you may, if you watch, you can see it's actually quite easy to add things. I have gotten in the habit of adding new items to my World Builder pages right at the gaming table as we create them during play. I hope you've enjoyed this look into World Builder, and thank you very much for your time today.